Tiga. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi
Today we are going
wabarakatuh.
to present the module 2, which is switching concepts. So, in switching concept, the concept of switching and forwarding frame is universal in networking and telecommunications. First types as switch are used in LANs, WANs, and in the public switch telephone network (PSTN). The The decision on how switch forward traffic is more based on the flow of that traffic. There are two terms associated with frames entering and leaving an interface, which is ingress and egress. A LAN switch maintains a table that is referenced when forwarding traffic through the switch. The only intelligence of a LAN switch is in its ability to use its able to forward traffic. A LAN switch forward traffic based on the English port and the destination MAC address and of an Ethernet time. With the LAN switch, there is only one master switch in that table that describes a strict association between MAC address and ports. Therefore, an Ethernet frame with given destination address always exists in the same egress port, regardless of the ingress port it enters. Next. Yeah. The switch MAC address table. The switch is made of integrated circuits and an accompanying software that controls the data path through the switch. Switches use destination MAC address to direct network communication through the switch out of the appropriate port toward the destination. For a switch that to know which port is to use to transmit a frame, it must first learn which device exists in each port. As the switch learns the relationship of ports to device, it builds a table called a MAC address table. The table is stored in content addressable memory (CAM), which is a special type of memory used in high-speed searching applications. For this reason, the MAC address table is sometimes also called the CAM table. Next, the switch learn and forward method. There are two processes is performed on the every Ethernet frame that enters a switch. Step one is learn, sending the source MAC address. Every frame that enters a switch is checked for new information to learn. It does this by examining, examining the source MAC address of the frame and port number where the frame entered the switch. Number two, forward, examining, examining the destination MAC address. If the destination MAC address is a unique address, the switch will look for match between the destination MAC address of the frame and an entry in its MAC address table. Next, uh, yeah, switching forwarding methods. Switches MAC for year to forwarding. This is very quick. This is because of software and application specific independent circuits. ASICs. ASICs reduce the frame handling within the device and allow the device to manage an infinite number of frames without degrading its performance. Layer 2 switch is one of these two methods to switch frames. First one is store and forward switching, and two is cut-through switching. Next, store and forward switching. Store and forward switching is distinguished from cut-through switching has the following two primary characteristics: error checking and automatic buffering. And the picture below illustrates how store and forward makes a decision based on the data frame. Purple picture frame header, turn down, turn down, Frame header, network header, transfer header data, frameable, destination MAC address, source MAC address type, and FCS checksum, CRC. Store and forward switching entails receipt of the entire frame, up about to 9,200 bytes for jumbo frames before a forwarding decision is made. Next, cut-through switching. The store and forward switching method drops that do not pass the FCS check. Therefore, it does not forward in the invalid frames. However, by the contrast, the cut-through switching method may forward invalid frames because no FCS check is performed. However, cut-through switching has the ability to perform rapid frame switching. This means the switch can make a forwarding decision as soon as it has looked up the destination MAC address of the frame in its MAC address table, as shown in the figure, black figure. Yep, there. Yeah, frame header, network header, data, transport header, frameable MAC destination MAC address, source MAC address type, and FRC element, FCS, checksum CRC. In frameable and destination MAC address, frames can begin to forward as soon as the destination MAC is received. The switch does not have to wait for the rest of the frame to enter the English port before making its forwarding decision. Fragment-free switching is modified form of cut-through switching in which the switch only starts forwarding the frame. The fragment-free switching provides a better error checking than cut-through with practically non-increase in latency. So yeah, with that, I want to ask you some question regarding in here. I'm going to ask Muhammad Abiy Utomo. But one sec, I'm going to take the notes that are already writing here. Yeah, yeah, there you go. I found my notebook that I have right. So yeah, I'm going to ask you this. What is the role of forwarding table in LAN switch during the switching process? You can answer now.
Okay, Aji. I can answer your question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yes, this answer the forwarding table in a LAN switch play a crucial role in the switching process as it MAC address to their compression ports. When an Ethernet frame enters the switch stroke and in the spot, the switch check the forwarding table to determine the operated address port based on the destination MAC address of the frame. This allows the switch to forward traffic efficiently and reduce unnecessary broadcast on the network.
Thank you, thank you. That's a great answer. So yeah, after that, we're going to chapter 2.2, which is being translated by my friend in here, Muhammad Abi Utomo. You can start now.
Okay. 2.2.1 Collision domain. In the previous topic, you gain a better understanding of what a switch is and how it operates. This topic discusses how switches work with each other and with other devices to eliminate congestion and reduce network congestion. The terms collision and congestion are used here in the same way that you use them in street traffic. In legacy hub-based Ethernet segment, network device compete for the shared medium. The network segment that share the same bandwidth between devices are known as collision domain. When two or more devices within the same collision domain try to communicate at the same time, a collision will occur. As shown in the figure, full duplex execution if both devices have the capability along with their highest common bandwidth. Next, the next 2.2.2 broadcast domain, a collection of interconnected switches from a single broadcast domain. Only a network layer device, such as router, can divide a layer 2 broadcast domain. Routes are used to segment broadcast domain, but will also segment a collision domain. When a device sends a layer 2 broadcast, the destination MAC address in the frame is set to a binary 1. Broadcast domain. The MAC broadcast domain consists of a device on the LAN that receive broadcast from a host. Click play in the figure to see this in the first half of the animation. The next of animation. When a switch receives a broadcast frame, it forwards the same out each of its ports, except the index port where the broadcast frame was received. Each device connect to the switch receive a copy the broadcast frame and broadcast it. Broadcasts are sometimes necessary for initiality, locating other device and network service, but they also reduce network efficiency. Network bandwidth issues to propagate the broadcast traffic. Too many broadcasts and a heavy traffic load on can result in function which slow down network performance. When two switches are connected together, the broadcast domain is increased, as seen in the second half of the case. A broadcast frame is forwarded to all connected ports on switch 1. Switch 1 is connected to switch 2. The frame is then also propagated to all devices connected to switch 2.
Okay, thank you for your presentation. Now you can question or asking your friend in here, Ivan Syahutama. Get ready to answer the question, Muhammad Habib Utama. You can answer. You can ask him now.
Uh, Okay, to Irfan Shah, I give you answer. Okay, this question. Sorry. I give you question. What is the difference between ingest and egress in the switching process?
You can answer now.
Uh,
Irfan.
will answer the question. Uh, the answer is ingress and egress refer to the direction of frame traffic in the switch process. Ingress refers to the port where a frame enter the switch, while egress refers to the port through which a frame exists after being processed by the switch. The switch determine the egress port based on the destination MAC address and of the frame received at the ingress port. An Ethernet frame will never be
Okay, Irfan. Thank you for your answer.
Yeah, that's great. answered. Huh? So yeah, next we will show you the example of the packet tracer, which will be presented by our friend in here, Irfan Shah Utama. You can share your packet tracer now. Okay, so yeah.
Okay, in here I make a simple topology for testing a unicase by MAC address table. For the example, I will ping the IP address PC2 from the PC0. For example, I type ping 192.168.1.30. And then you saw the reply from address of PC2. And then we can see the MAC address table from the command line interface from switch. We can type in enable and then type show MAC address table.
So yeah, just turn out the simulation. Maybe
In
yeah.
here, the
Okay.
command line interface will show the MAC address from the PC0 interface fast Ethernet 0/1, and then the MAC address destination is from PC2. The interface is fast Ethernet 0/3. So the unicase is a communication method where data is sent from the one sender to specific receive. So unicase for direct communication, send data directly between two devices, ideal and for application like transfer on and web browsing. And then efficient data deliver. Data is sent only to the intended receive, reducing network congestion compared to unicase. And then enhance security. Only the target device receive the data, minimizing exposure to other device on the network. Thank you for the packet tracer.
So yeah, you can now ask me because I'm the one that didn't get asked. So yeah, Irfan Izzah Utama, you can ask me. I'm ready to answer your question.
I have one question for you, Aji Adiaksa. The question is, how does a LAN switch ensure that an Ethernet frame is not forward back through the same port it was received on?
So yeah, a LAN switch might be ensure that an Ethernet frame is not forwarding back to the same port it was received on the reversing its forwarding table and applying a rule that prevents the frame from being sent out to the English port. This means the mechanism is a part of switching logic, which directs the frame to the appropriate address port based on the destination MAC address as on you're giving now to me. So yeah, this process helps prevent network loops and ensure efficient traffic management. Is that enough? Is that enough?
Okay, it was a great answer. So thank you for the answer.
So yeah, we already finished our presentation here, starting from chapter 2.1, 2.2, and the example from the packet tracer that we will presentate. So yeah, we're going to close this presentation as I said thank to you, and I'll be greeting here from wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi